Lion, hello, father of mine. It's chat. That is my father, Dad Rex. Say hello.
Hi, Dad Rex.
Hello, Dedrix. Hope you're doing
And
well.
okay, I gotta let the other channel that I cannot mention on Twitch because Twitch will get mad at me if I do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta apologize to them. So Zerg staff, as we were discussing prior to stream, is Godzilla versus the Hulk. Now, initially at first, when I heard this matchup, I was like, oh, this is a little, kind of an off match because Godzilla is gigantic compared to Hulk. But then it's like, wait a minute, nope, Hulk's picked up like 30 megaton mountains before, so it shouldn't be too much of a stretch. But I mean, on paper, the matchup does kind of make sense. They're both forces of nature. Of course they're both powered by radiation. They're also considered monsters in their own respective franchises. But I think one thing, because there's really only one standard Hulk that they're going to be using for this one that I'm aware of. Now, I guess the big question is, which version of Godzilla are they going to use, or are they just going to do like an amalgamation of all the different versions?
Yeah,
that's my question.
I mean, from the little knowledge I know of Godzilla, I don't know if they're going to use the robot one.
No,
I know there's a robot one.
Yeah, no, for this one they're going to use the organic Godzilla, not mech.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure about the Godzilla thing either because, for example, for Zilla in the TriStar series movie Godzilla and in the animated TV series, I can imagine Godzilla easily beating up that version of Godzilla. Whereas for the animated movie trilogy Godzilla, I imagine that it could be the more stronger versions of Hulk or something.
So what I meant by that was are they going to be using Heisei, Legendary, the original, or because they're going to be using the more traditional Japanese version, and Zerg, you and I talked in a Discord chat that we both are fans of the TriStar Godzilla, but when you really look and put it on paper, as much as I love TriStar Godzilla, he doesn't really stand up to the moniker of Godzilla. I mean, he's a great monster in his own right. He's a good monster in his own right, but when it comes to Godzilla, he's just not at that caliber. Now, of course, his animated version, yes, holds up to that.
Of course.
But no, I think they are going to be using the traditional Japanese, but it's I think what they're doing with this one, they're gonna ad break, but that's fine.
Ad break.
We'll keep. I mean, we can wait a little bit. All right,
we're almost there.
Oh.
Back we go. There we go. We're now back from ads. Okay.
Back from ads. Okay.
Here we go.
All right. All right. So as we were saying, what they've done, because Godzilla has been. He's been in another fight on the Death Battle channel against Gamera.
Yeah.
And I think what they're doing, what they did for Gamera, the Gamera fight, they just kind of combined all the versions that at least had very similar feats or whatever. So I think that's what they're gonna do with this one. But Zaf, you said you're more of more about Hulk than Godzilla. Given the knowledge you have between the two, who do you think is going to take this?
Oh, my thoughts is Hulk, because he's faced cosmic beings before and won. And it's I don't know if Godzilla is taking on anything that's cosmic level, but it's Hulk is known for being very durable. He gets more rage he gets, it builds up more gamma radiation. He's like a living nuclear factory that he gets powerful and more powerful as time goes on. there's many times where he became leader of. I think it became a leader and was the most powerfulest in the future. Like Maestro Hulk was said to be one of his strongest forms. There's also World Breaking Hulk, where let's see, which was an unstoppable force. There's just a lot of feats Hulk has done but it's probably from my lack of knowledge of Godzilla. But I feel like Hulk might have it in the bag because of all the huge villains he's fought, and like Marvel is extremely huge on power scale. They never seem to have a huge limit. They always seem to find a way to have the hero win. So it's like I have no idea. It's like I don't know if Godzilla works on a cosmic power scale or not.
Well, actually, Lionheart here, he did bring something up. So, a little bit. So I don't know as in depth the Godzilla lore as probably Zerg here, but there was a comic where Godzilla literally went to hell and he conquered hell. So
yeah.
So of course that might be something that they're gonna factor in this fight. I'm not sure, but a lot of sources like Heisei Godzilla at the end of Godzilla versus Destroya, at the peak of his power, I think they did put him at I want to say like solar system level of power output.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean, D-Rex. For mine, I remember the movie, and to explain it for someone like Zav who may not be as familiar, basically within the film, at least what comes to my mind is that Godzilla is going through his own nuclear meltdown phase within that same movie, and if successful, it basically destroys the entire planet. Unless the human military finds a way of preventing it.
Basically cooling him down to the point where the Earth doesn't get destroyed.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because they had two scenarios. There was one, if he dies, this entire surface gets incinerated, or he literally burns the hole into the ground to the Earth's core and kaboom.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, so but really, of course, a big thing though is the radiation factor, because both characters feed off radiation. So it's like, because I feel like that's gonna be a big. It's gonna probably be the crutch to it. And of course, their healing factors too. Like, who has a better healing factor? Who can absorb the most radiation and who can dish out, the more power. Because the one thing I can see Hulk using to his advantage is Godzilla's radiation beam, his atomic breath. Because, if Hulk can just absorb the radiation from that, he basically takes away Godzilla's main weapon.
Funny you mentioned that. I just was looking through the different Hulks, and the Immortal Hulk has the ability to drain gamma from other gamma-based life forms.
Well, I don't know if Godzilla's atomic breath is gamma. I think it's more nuclear. But I of course, I don't know if that constitutes as anything.
I don't know either. It's pretty much a toss-up, basically, but I don't know. There's a lot of factors leaning towards Hulk, maybe. If they're factoring those in.
Yeah. Because, I don't think Godzilla Final Wars, that Godzilla fought, I think it was 10 different kaiju in the matter of 2 days, and wasn't even tired by the time he got to the final boss.
Pretty much, yeah.
But I think though the only way to find out is if we shut our traps
and watch the video.
All right.
And see what happens.
Oh yeah, Godzilla Earth, Lionheart, yeah. Godzilla Earth and Shin, not Shin Godzilla, the one from what's the other animated Godzilla movie? I can't remember. Oh, Godzilla Zero. Is that what it's called?
Zero. And
Singular Point. Singular Point.
Oh, single point. Okay.
That's what it just came to me. Yeah, Godzilla Earth and Singular Point Godzilla. Those are just I cannot even comprehend.
Yeah. And I actually watched Singular Point not too long ago, and I do know what you mean by that, D-Rex. He does seem very overpowered in there, especially because of I believe that version of Godzilla has like reality warping abilities.
Yeah.
From what I remember.
I don't think they'll be using that type of version, but
Probably not. Probably not.
Oop, I am covering you guys. I need to fix that.
Oops.
Oops.
Oh, no.
There we go. There you go. If they don't use Godzilla in hell, I'm gonna be mad. All right, well, chat. Let me know if you can hear the volume. And all right, so Zerg, who are you betting on?
I'm probably thinking Godzilla. I'm betting on. That's where my bet's going. But if Hawk does win, then I won't be surprised by it either. Both of them are very powerful in their own respect, and I think it could go either way. But currently, I'm betting on Godzilla. But we shall see.
All right, Zaf.
I feel like it's obvious I'm voting for.
And that leaves, well, in the interest of fairness, since, I guess it wouldn't be fair if I didn't choose.
True.
See, between the two, I like Godzilla more, but because of Hulk's ridiculous strength. Is there a coin I can flip? This is what I do when I'm indecisive. I flip a coin. Oh, here's this.
I mean,
it's not a coin.
We don't have a
pick. All right. I'm sorry. I'll pick one.
Who do you like more?
I like Godzilla more, so I guess I'll go with Godzilla.
There we go.
All right. Okay.
Come on, chat. Team Hulk. Whoever's
I see which team Lionheart's on.
All right, here we go. Cricket noises. All right, here we
That's
go.
fine. I'll be the minority.
Analyze their weapons, armor,
there we
and skills
go.
to find out who would win a death battle.
There we go. It works.
There we go. Okay, the Hulk. Let's see. The Hulk is the personification of the enemy which lurks under the surface of us all. We have to control that enemy within ourselves, or we cannot control the conduct of the world. Bill Bixby. Those are words to live by.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
What is the Hulk? Is he man? Is he monster? Or is he both?
He's a mean green smashing machine, the angry son of the Gamma Bomb.
A weapon designed by the greatest gamma scientist of all,
I like the
Dr.
Hulk in
Robert
those
Bruce
first two
Banner.
movies.
But
I like
just
both
before
versions.
it went off, Bruce had to be a hero and save some dumb schmuck who was hanging around the test site. Damn it, Rick.
Not saying the MCU Hulk is
Bruce
terrible, but in
Banner
comparison,
and became the Incredible Hulk. A pissed
Yeah, I
up
see what you
giant
mean
who
by that,
must be
Rex.
really glad Bruce wears the purple
Yeah.
stretch fit.
Standing 8 feet tall and stronger than 10 million men, the Hulk emerges when Banner's anger flares.
Don't make him angry. You won't like him when he's angry.
But it's even more complex than that. Banner suffers from dissociative identity disorder, with many different Hulks embodying alternate personalities.
Like Joe Fixit, the original Grey Hulk, He's a cunning gangster and the only Hulk who's got that drip.
The
True,
Devil
Cyclone,
Hulk
true.
is a violent, overprotective personality that Banner unintentionally manifested as a result of his father's abuse.
Holy shit! Somebody actually
Of course,
drew this?
Chad,
But
apologize about the
everyone
language.
knows, the big guy is known as Savage Hulk. It seems he also developed from parental abuse.
Okay,
as
hold
his
on.
child.
So let's see, hold on. I did not know. 1,400 pounds. He's a big boy.
Yeah, that's
Let's see.
pretty heavy.
Former
Okay.
ruler of Sakaar. Yep, I knew that.
Yep.
Doc Green, that's Professor Hulk.
Okay, they're not counting.
Uh,
They're not count. Oh no. World Breaker.
these are
World.
these are
They're not
just all of the different types of Hulks that they're listing.
Okay.
The double fractured sun. I don't know who this one is. I know it's Professor. I know. Yeah, I know all of them except for Fractured Sun and Guilt.
I can't remember what guilt was. We'll find out.
Yeah, this is only background. He likes puppies though.
Yeah. Hey, puppies.
Yes.
So Chad, just do not do anything that will turn Hulk into a green John Wick. Okay.
Like personality, though I'd argue he's more clever than you'd expect.
The angrier he is, the stronger he gets, with no limit.
Except for one, Bruce Banner. See, Banner's relationship with the Hulk is complicated.
Oh, they hate each other.
Mostly. Occasionally, they can come to an understanding. The alter best representing this would be the Professor Hulk, a balanced blend of Banner's brain and the Hulk's brawn.
The buffest nerd you'll ever meet. But what about when Bruce takes a step back? If he isn't trying to restrain the Hulk, what do you get?
The Green Scar.
The World Breaker!
Without Bruce's temperament, the Hulk's power and
that was a
fury
good movie.
surges, mixing Savage's rising strength with the personality and cunning of a warlord. The Green Scar is no mere superhero. He's a king and a conqueror.
Hulk is strong enough to lift 150 billion tons of rock, jump from New Mexico to Florida in a single bound, and shake all the dimensions connected by the crossroads at once. He was pinned down by the spear of Proxima Midnight, which holds the weight of a star, and was fine. And when we say World Breaker, we mean it. While sparring with Red She-Hulk, the two of them shattered a whole planet.
At one point, he was bound in chains forged from the essence of the first firmament, the manifestation of the first universe, which could bind eternity itself. Not even Galactus was capable of saving eternity alone, and the Hulk just broke it. By himself.
Maybe Thor
Yeah,
should
that
rethink calling
says
himself
something
the
a lot, and
strongest
Galactus
Avenger,
couldn't do it.
especially since the Avengers first assembled, because none of them could take down Hulk on their own.
Speaking of Thor, the Hulk consistently battles on par with him, even when he held the Odin Force, with which he could command his hammer through infinite distances and match the power of Null, who killed countless Celestials. Even without it, Mjolnir can cross the universe in seconds.
Hulk tore a universe apart with just a clap. Good luck with that, Hammer Man. But the green guy's got way more going on than just brute strength.
As the Hulk's power stems from gamma, he can utilize and absorb it and other radiation in various ways.
Yeah, like regenerating from fatal wounds. Even getting ripped apart by Wolverine barely slows him down.
And the angrier he gets, the more regenerating cells his body produces.
It gets weirder. Did you know that if he absorbs enough gamma, he can shoot lasers from his eyes and read people's minds? Oh, also,
I didn't know about the
he
mind
can
reading
see
thing.
ghosts.
I didn't know about
Give him a
those
good
first- yeah, I didn't know about
old-fashioned
the
Hulk smash.
laser
Hulk can
eyes.
break through the boundaries of comic book borders themselves into the empty white between panels, a gutter space beyond time and concept.
What, like how She-Hulk can for some reason break the fourth wall and talk to the reader? Oh, wait, that makes sense now. It's all gamma.
Exactly. In real life, gamma rays are electromagnetic radiation similar to X-rays.
But in Marvel Comics, gamma comes from hell.
On Earth 616, gamma radiation is an electromagnetic frequency that can manifest as either a wave, a particle, or something else. Something that nobody really understands.
Except for Bruce.
That's right. Dr. Banner is a certified genius with 7 PhDs.
Oh, I like that movie.
According to Norman Osborn, he's the 4th smartest person on the planet.
And that's comparing
Fourth
it to
smartest
big brains
person?
like Reed, Doom, and Tony.
Banner built the Her Collider Synco
Yeah.
chip, a machine that can scan the entire multiverse with the speed of a hypermind. He created the Gamma Core, which could rupture space-time between
Over
universes.
Glaze.
He built an interstellar radio on a deserted planet without any pre-established technology. He wired up Hulk like a starship, piloting him from the mindscape within. He even built an ultimate nullifier. In fact, the original intent of his Gamma Bomb was to be non-lethal, only targeting inorganic material.
But Thunderbolt Ross wanted something with a bit more boom. Hey, can't blame him.
Fearing its ramifications, Banner developed the Gamma Bomb on his own, keeping its design secret. In the process, he tapped into an unknown form of gamma energy that breaks down reality and mutates it beyond actuality. On that fateful day, he opened the Green Door.
You know how we said the bomb
Oh,
killed
no.
Bruce? That wasn't some flowery metaphor or whatever. He died and came back as
Times wait.
Hulk.
Okay.
Came back from the below place, the hell beneath hell, the lowest possible dimension of reality.
It's trippy, but whenever Hulk dies, he goes there. Then a green door opens and he goes back to where he was before. Easy as that. It doesn't matter if he's been atomized, sliced up into jars,
So they're counting
or
the immortal
digested
Hulk.
by werewolves. If he goes through the door,
Seems
he's
like it,
back,
yeah.
ready to rumble. The green door did get locked into a red door, but he's easily broken through it multiple times. Not a problem.
It turns out that third form of gamma, this anomaly from the bedrock of hell, spawns from none other than the one below all, the dark side of the one above all.
That's right, God has a Hulk, and it wants Bruce to bring about the end of all things. But Hulk just said, nah.
So, what is the Hulk? An uncontrollable monster? A prison for a tortured soul? A super weapon for Armageddon?
Don't overthink it, Wiz. Hulk is Hulk, and Hulk's the
Answer,
strongest one
yes.
there is.
All right, that was the
Okay.
Hulk. All right. Okay, this one I'm from more. Let's see. Godzilla is the son of the atomic bomb. He is a nightmare created out of the darkness of the human soul. He is a sacred beast of the apocalypse. Tamayoki Tanaka. Did I pronounce that right?
I can try it. Tomoyuki Tanaka.
Tanaka.
Yeah.
But I
Tanaka,
did want
yep.
to quickly state that out of all the other death battles they've had so far, they never brought up that apparently the one below is basically God's rage incarnate.
Mm,
It's like, okay. All right.
It's a newer concept
Yeah.
they've been exploring in comic books lately.
yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, time for the big G. Or, sorry, a big little G. Lord, do not spite me.
The year
That'll
was
be the ultimate-
1946. The press gathered at Bikini Atoll to witness the power of the nuclear bomb. But many leagues beneath their feet, something ancient stirred.
Godzilla, the king of the monsters. He was pretty pissed off over the worst wake-up ever, so he swam to Japan for one hell of a crash out.
Japan was still recovering from
I
the
think
war.
in the
so
original
seeing this
book, the
mutilated
reason why Godzilla
radioactive
went onto a
monster
rampage
towering
was
high like a
because
mushroom cloud wasn't
the
just
nuclear
frightening,
testings
it
wiped
seemed
out his family.
prophetic. The bomb was
Oh.
just the beginning.
Wow.
Man
I
had
think.
sparked
Yeah.
the
Do not
end of
quote me on that,
times.
though.
Complete with googly eyes. And
I
the most
wouldn't be
epic roar
surprised
ever.
if that's the case.
Over the years, there have been many iterations of the beast.
Between movies, TV, comics, and cartoons, there's at least
Oh,
27
Hanna-Barbera
different
Godzilla.
Godzillas stomping around. Not
Yeah.
including Manila, the
Oh, I
Scrappy
love
Doo
that
of
one.
Kaiju. Sorry, that's insulting to Scrappy Doo.
Despite the variety, Godzilla is somewhat consistent. So we'll
Wait,
examine
hold
his
up,
entire
hold up.
history, focusing on
He's president of the USA in Looney Tunes.
What?
Excuse me?
What?
Yo,
What?
chat.
Hang on, let
Someone,
me look this up.
yeah, look. Someone looked. Oh my. Oh my. Hey. All right.
Let's see, I think I found an answer. Yes, in the animated series Looney Tunes show, Godzilla is humorously portrayed as the 32nd president of the United States.
Oh my.
Where's the picture?
It looks like it was the newest from the 2015 one.
Hmm.
I'm seeing it in Lola's present day President's Day song? Yep. It was okay. It was the President's Day song, Looney Tunes, Boomerang for the 2015 Looney Tunes.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. But I guess here they're considering that canon, I guess.
Yeah.
And apparently he was Santa Claus at one time. Okay. Anyway, back to it.
The larger
Yeah, back
releases.
to it.
In most iterations, Godzilla is a rare theropod that went dormant for millions of years before nuclear bombs mutated it into a gargantuan radioactive monster.
Standing 165 feet tall, at minimum, Goji smashes through skyscrapers with ease. He's so casual about bullets and rockets, they might as well be gnats. And the bombs did so much more than just pump up his size. He's got atomic breath.
A concentrated beam or spray of radioactive heat. With an estimated range of 1,100 miles, it can exceed 500,000 degrees Celsius, almost 90 times hotter than the surface of the sun.
But depending on how much radiation he's absorbed, or life energy from a giant pterodactyl, he can do way more with it.
His red spiral ray is a supercharged version that doubles in heat and power, and spins.
Or he can blast it out of his back and fly. Well, he could
That is
always
true.
do that, I guess. Look at him go.
With enough energy built up, he can blast a nuclear
Japan.
pulse out of his whole body,
Yeah.
creating a massive wave of atomic destruction.
His breathing laser can even break through dimensions, like when he found himself face to face with a giant mech piloted by Hatsune Miku.
There's
Oh,
no.
what number of
Don't let Samson know, guys.
Fire rays from his tail.
Yeah, don't let it know.
Godzilla can fire rays from his eyes. Pew pew.
Does he look like Hatsune
Effectively a
Miku?
living nuclear reactor. Shin possesses a natural phased array radar that can detect and attack threats automatically. And Godzilla Earth, who grew over 1,000 feet tall across 2,000 years, could make a barrier only penetrable by kaiju that can bypass physics.
And don't forget, Big G can ball with the best of them. After Charles Barkley got him his own pair of Nikes, Godzilla got busy.
You know, it's kind of hard to emphasize just how impressively terrifying Godzilla can be when you're bringing up this sort of thing.
Oh yeah? Why don't you find a better spokesperson for Dr. Pepper? Fine, let's talk about when his presence boiled the entire Arctic Ocean, or how he picked up and threw Biolante, which weighed 200,000 tons, or when he no-sold not one, not two, but 3 meteors.
Including the Permian period extinction event that happened about 200 million years ago.
Then he went to hell, fought some fucked up versions of God and Satan, and atomic breath that
Yep.
speaks Godzilla so hard that he blew up the whole planet. That's scary enough for you? God, I want a Dr. Pepper.
With such awesome might, he's battled the most
I know
dangerous
that,
of foes, like King Ghidorah and Gigan. In Godzilla vs. Megalon, Gigan flew from the M Hunter Nebula to Earth in 24 seconds, and that nebula is 30,000 light years away.
But sadly, OG Goji got done in by the cruelest weapon ever.
The Oxygen Destroyer. Developed in secret by Dr. Serizawa, this weapon could suffocate and liquefy molecules. The ramifications of such a weapon were so detrimental, Serizawa took the secrets of its design to his early grave.
He got lucky. It doesn't matter what you throw at Godzilla. He never really dies. You can blow off his head, explode him from the inside, or crush him in a black hole. Then he'll come back.
Or evolve into an even more powerful form. Godzilla's always possessed heightened adaptation, but many iterations clearly showcase instantaneous evolution.
And super forms. He's gone full shonen and powered up a few times. So much so, he almost kicked off a nuclear winter just by existing.
Even the Oxygen Destroyer could not permanently end the first Godzilla. His ghost possessed a robot, his bones summoned another Godzilla, and he rose as an undead revenant hell-bent on destroying Japan.
Okay, why Japan? Couldn't he pick on some other country?
He's stomped around the Americas a few times, but it just isn't the same. Godzilla is intrinsically linked with Japan, a symbol of both their devastation and resilience. A reminder of the threat of nuclear war and what awaits those who peer too deeply into the unknown. But also, Japan's in Godzilla's perceived territory. To him, a stomping through Osaka is just another patrol.
He's not always so bad,
So
though.
not
He
the
can be
best of
super
America.
protective, defending other monsters, his own kid, and
Oh,
sometimes
okay.
even people.
Okay, let's see. Annihilated Earth with Space Godzilla. Ooh.
Huh?
Space Godzilla.
And that might have been in a
Yeah.
comic of some sort. Destroys
Probably.
universes by singular points. That's probably... So yeah, it seems like they are basically combining all the different versions into a singular
Yeah.
for this one.
Sounds like it.
So you taint the Planet Buster meteor in Final Wars after defeating every kaiju on Earth. Yeah, we talked about that before we went live. Defeated Destroya, Gaigan, Goddemir, Kaiser Ghidorah, Kong, Mechagodzilla, Space Godzilla.
I'm forgetting anime is just as crazy as.
Yeah.
Yeah. And since you asked who Space Godzilla was, Zeph, just to briefly mention him, basically, in the Heisei era, Space Godzilla, after receiving some of Godzilla's DNA after being sent into space, it's basically like a long-ranged, space version of Godzilla, using crystals to help him fight in attacks.
Interesting.
And I'm posting a picture of him in the Discord VC chat.
Wow.
I'd say there's two types of Godzillas: the monster of nature's wrath and the guardian of planet Earth.
Well, there is a third type, but to understand that, we should first answer a question. How does Godzilla walk?
On two legs, Wiz, obviously.
But according to Square Cube law, those legs should be crushed under his own weight.
Oh god, here we go
Oh,
again.
boy.
A creature like Godzilla cannot realistically exist.
I mean,
this
fair.
proved to be an elusive question for decades, even highlighted in Shin Godzilla, until a new theory was presented in the anime Singular Point.
Oh,
If
here we go.
Godzilla can't exist in our reality, what if he's from a different one?
What? Like he's an alien from another dimension?
Exactly! What if all kaiju come from a higher plane of existence with no regard for the known laws of physics? This dimension enters our reality in the form of archetype, a transtemporal conceptual particle.
It's that red dust that's floating all over the place.
This archetype can enter
I'll be
any
honest, I
timeline to
watched
terraform
this
the Earth and all of
series and I
reality,
never
so that
understood
kaiju
any of
can
this.
exist. This theoretically
Yeah, it's
explains
very
why various
confusing.
Godzillas appear in so many universes. They all trace back to one singular point: Godzilla Ultima.
Sporting the wide grin of a demonic Oni, Ultima is vicious. Just walking through.
Okay, hold on.
Tokyo-
I need to make sure I understand what they said. So
Mm-hmm.
all the versions of Godzilla we've seen all derive from this Godzilla. That's how
Nice.
I'm understanding it?
That's
think
what it
that's
sounded
what-
like.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like as well.
So like this is the, I guess, original Godzilla, but it's like, okay,
Yeah.
I can't go into that universe, so I'm gonna basically make an avatar to go in that universe. That's basically how I'm
Yeah.
understanding it.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Okay, so kind of
Oh.
like Darkseid from DC Comics, where his true form can enter another universe, but so he makes these avatars to do whatever.
True.
We're sharing
Yeah.
the brain cell. I was thinking that too.
Yeah, I think I was sharing that as well.
Okay.
Oh, and on one more quick note, I talked with a friend of mine about the whole walking thing. He likes paleontology, and he thinks that it makes sense if you look at it from a kangaroo perspective, how Godzilla walks, using his tail like a kangaroo uses his tail when they stand on two legs.
Well, well, it was in the Heisei series.
But,
They said
yeah.
Godzilla had a second
Yeah, true.
brain in his back
Yeah, that too.
to help him with, but they were talking about more of his body weight, which, I mean, yeah, realistically, an
Yeah.
animal that size
Yeah.
would not be able to, his body would get crushed, but anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
his legs
I would agree with
are not
that.
proportional to his torso and head.
Yeah.
Agreed.
He
Anyways,
started
continue on.
1,000 earthquakes around Japan. Even his own blood is a weapon.
Over 300 feet tall and growing ever more as archetype distorts the universe, Ultima's existence implies a far more complex origin for all Godzillas. Godzilla is a test for humanity, a challenge laid out by an
Multiple Godzilla timelines are referenced in the credits of each episode of Singular Point, implying a connection. The anime also references a 1954 Godzilla attack, like in the original film.
Interesting.
is a test for humanity, a challenge laid out by an eldritch entity from a dimension we are incapable of perceiving or comprehending.
It's kind of like how when we move an object and its shadow changes, we get why that happened. But to someone who exists in only a 2D plane, the shadow looks like it just randomly transformed into something totally different. Crazy to think about. Come a really long way from Big Lizard Smash Building, huh?
This shadow,
This makes me want to watch
wannabe
Singularity.
god, desires to play with and destroy every single universe.
And Godzilla is its avatar.
Through Ultima, this entity sees the universe as an interactable fiction and can control causality. Ultima himself is a singular point, one of many gateways through which the entity can tamper with reality.
Think of it this way. If something happens that the entity doesn't like, it can just say, that thing didn't actually happen, and presto, it no longer happened.
That's not to say such an event can't happen in the moment of occurrence, but the entity disconnects cause and effect and nullifies events in retrospect without regard for time.
And now my head hurts. TLDR,
Yeah.
Ultima tried to bring about a catastrophe that would end the universe in like a week's time. So, a wacky robot and a time-traveling Alexa used a supercomputer and this familiar-looking doohickey
The orthogonal diagonalizer.
to zap all of Archetype into its final form, cutting off the entity's connection to the universe.
But not killing it, because while each Godzilla has its differences, one thing remains certain.
Godzilla is immortal, and that makes him the king.
I might be switching sides.
Yeah. I mean, I liked how the fact that they said that Godzillas are different. They showed Final Wars just beating the living daylights out of TriStar Godzilla.
I mean,
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
ba-
Yeah, Singular Point. Oh my gosh. Lionheart's calling you out. Zap.
told you. But here's the thing. Based on just me knowing what Godzilla is without the entity, it's a coin
Mhm.
toss up. But with an entity who can just basically say, "Oh wait, that didn't happen," it's like I don't know if Hulk has anything to counter that.
True.
Yeah.
Other
Honestly,
than if he got his hands on that that oxidization bomb.
Yeah, the oxygen destroyer.
yeah, just going based off all this, yeah, I think Godzilla's got this, which makes this will make Hulk 0 and 3 in Death Battle.
Yeah.
He's lost against Broly and Doomsday.
Hmm.
Doomsday. Oh yeah, I remember. What? Okay, I forgot why, but okay.
But
Yeah.
all right, so I think we're all thinking Godzilla's got this
Possibly.
Pretty much.
because
They do a
because
death battle twist.
because if they because it sounds like they are because of Singular Point, they're saying that basically almost every Godzilla in existence is connected to that entity in some shape, way, or form.
Mhm.
True.
If I'm understanding it correctly. So if that entity,
Hmm.
because I mean, if he could, like in like Heisei, you're like, oh hey, if that version of Godzilla died like that, no,
Hmm.
Mhm.
Fair.
it's like that didn't happen. But because Immortal Hulk too, it's so yeah, because they said that Green Door, if he dies, he can just keep coming back.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I think,
Do they?
oops. Well, of course, I think they said that if something did kill the Hulk, well, then he becomes immune to what killed him before. But again, that Singular
Mhm.
Point, he can just nullify that ability.
Pretty much.
Possibly, but I don't know if the singular point entity could affect the one below's universe.
Yeah, that's
So
a good point.
it might also be a
Mhm.
like entity off at
Like which entity? Because, yeah, honestly, when you bring it up, because I kind of forgot about the one below all.
Hmm.
So I have a feeling that those two entities might get involved in some
True.
I think
capacity.
I think the deciding
Mhm.
factor is the entities, not the avatars themselves.
Hmm. Something like that.
But because I think it comes in terms of raw strength. The Hulk has Godzilla beat. There's no doubt in my mind. I think
I think so too.
that because if the Hulk gets angry enough, he can just easily pick up and toss Godzilla around.
He also has
Mhm.
Bruce Banner in his
Yeah.
corner, who's very intelligent.
Yeah. Well, there's something I
Yeah.
just realized though, because despite Hulk's immeasurable, his amazing strength, he is still human.
Mm-hmm.
And your anger, it's triggered by hormones in your brain, but your brain can only produce so many types of chemical hormones.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
while yes, I still do think the Hulk is the superior when it comes to strength.
Mm-hmm.
That human side is still going to limit him to an extent.
True.
But
He's overpowered the humor side, though, several occasions. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's a toss-up.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, sorry. I was thinking out loud.
You're good.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going with Godzilla just because Singular Point is just it's that unknown factor.
Mm-hmm.
Just because listening to how Boomstick and Wizard explains Singular Point helped me understand it a little bit better. It just seems like it's basically like that magic card. Like, I wish it didn't. I wish that doesn't exist, or I wish that didn't happen, or whatever. It's just like how can you fight against something that can just with a snap of its fingers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We'll find out.
All right.
I guess we'll find out in a moment.
So chat, Lionheart, I know who you're going with. Let's see, Cyclone. You want to switch teams?
Not surprising.
All right. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
let's
fair.
be honest. Godzilla's gonna win, because he fought Hatsune Miku. I mean, that's a giver right there.
Yeah, exactly. How is Hulk going to win since he hasn't fought Hatsune Miku?
All right. Anyway, let's go.
Anyways,
All right, the buttons
continuing on.
are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
All right, animation's looking really slick.
It does,
The
yeah.
camera work, nice.
Yeah, very good
Godzilla has
camera.
reached the city. So far, the
And I see
evacuation
they're
is
using the
complete.
-1.
Look,
I like the music.
Music's great.
Hulk's struggling a little bit.
But remember, for Hulk, the longer the fight goes, it's more in his favor too.
True.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh!
Ow!
Ow!
Hulk, time for me to take over. We don't want any trouble. No! Hulk stays!
Oh yeah. This is about. Oh, ew!
I'll see if if he can
Oh.
absorb the beam.
Well, it looks like he gave him a power up. Oh,
Oh,
World
he
Breaker.
can absorb Godzilla's beams.
Just in?
Okay, so yeah, but apparently he can absorb the radiation. Ooh! Oh,
Generate.
the real losers are the civilians. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Poor Japan.
Oh no.
Ooh, red spiral ray.
Oh, Red Spot Ray.
Oh,
Didn't stop him.
oh no! There goes Tokyo.
Oh no, Godzilla.
Yeah, I kind of think Tokyo's toast.
I think so too.
Oh, ooh, that did a number.
Oh my.
It did,
Ugh.
yeah.
Omayo Shindaru.
Nani?
It's not over. Oh, there's the
There's
dust.
the mist.
Oh yeah, singular point.
That's might be the deciding factor.
Oh.
Nope.
He burned him, but there's that green door. Up there it is. Yo,
Okay.
this is hyped.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, but we forgot the banner factor. We forgot the banner factor. Banner might be able to figure something out.
Yeah, you might be
We
right.
completely forgot the banner
And
aspect.
the red dust is spreading. Godzilla has grown in size, but we believe we are.
Oh,
Eaten.
bye bye.
How does it
Oh,
work?
yeah.
Well,
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh, he got
wait.
Is he using?
million trillion to one.
Is that the Infinity Gun?
That's the odds.
I think so.
Chance to nullify the madness behind the monster. 2 + 2 is 5.
Oh,
A
yeah.
right angle is 80 degrees. This element is beyond what we can perceive. Like gamma. 1,000 times. 1,000,000. 1,000,000,000,000.
Hey, Solus, welcome in.
Hey, Sola. Hey, Cielo.
Okay,
Hey, Cielo.
Yellow. Sorry.
No, he's a good.
Oh,
I think he
oh,
goes back
did Banner figure it out?
Yeah. Each time he was.
same second.
Okay, pause for a moment.
Oh. Well, let's let it play out.
Yeah.
You did it, big guy. We did it.
Okay, let's hear their
Run this
explanation.
by me. What happened?
It's complicated, so let's break this down into 3 categories. First up, power. Most versions of Godzilla can shrug off black holes and extinction level events, tag beyond light speed foes like Gigan, blow up planets. However, the
Okay, some Godzillas have defeated characters like Thor and Superman in comics, but these scenarios involve off-comic gags or elseworld variants with unique circumstances and less power than their mainline counterparts.
Mm-hmm.
Hulk
Okay.
is beyond that.
The big guy clapped a universe to bits and shook the infinite dimensions linked
Oh,
to the crossroads.
yep.
In a straight fight with a classic Godzilla, 616 Hulk smashes the power advantage.
But factoring in Ultima changes things. The entity sees all of space-time and can manipulate its results at a whim. No matter how strong the Hulk got, Ultima could potentially negate it.
But Hulk broke chains made of the first firmament, which could overwhelm eternity.
An abstract concept of a being not entirely unlike Ultima's entity.
Even a small piece of the first firmament.
In the Singular Point novel, Pelops suggested Ultima can lose by connecting it to an episode where it is defeated, essentially manipulating meta-narrative. This is one of multiple proposed methods. Physical combat combined with the orthogonal deagonizer is determined to be the most effective option.
And
And that's what
the multiverse.
Banner was
Plus,
doing.
Hulk kept up with Odin Force Thor, who is also on a celestial level of power.
So the gap in power becomes nebulous. Still, unless Hulk could remove Ultima from the equation, neither held a clear advantage in power and stats.
Especially when
Okay.
you look at their immortality.
This was practically a never-ending death loop. Even with their healing factors, both could technically kill each other, but then just come right back.
The green door instantly appears when Hulk goes to the below place, and the higher dimensional entity could always summon a replacement Godzilla avatar. So both Hulk and Godzilla could not stay dead.
Unless they could somehow prevent what was happening in those other dimensions. So let's examine the layers of their multiverses. Marvel's cosmos has infinite higher dimensions, which themselves are transcended by the astral plane, the superflow, and so on until you reach the House of Ideas, the domain of the one above all.
Since the one below all mirrors the one above all, the below place mirrors the House of Ideas. Get it?
In comparison, the cosmos of Godzilla's multiverse is just as vast and infinite, but does not have the same sort of transcending layers above and below. This means the below place, the Hulk's respawn point and source of power, is out of the entity's reach.
So the real question is, if they both
Okay.
can't die and Ultima's entity can't affect the below place, could Hulk somehow stop the entity before it destroyed the universe?
It all comes down to Gamma and Archetype. Ultima was defeated in the anime by using a trans-temporal superdimension calculator operating at infinite speeds to activate the orthogonal diagonalizer, turning Archetype against itself.
Ultima endlessly spews this stuff, so there's plenty to work with. And Hulk can reach into comic book gutter space, so he should be able to reach through a singular point. But that's not enough.
Fortunately for Hulk, it just so happens he knows someone who, like scientists who have defeated Godzilla in the past, is an expert on particles from a greater dimension that mutate reality beyond our understanding.
Who made a device with those particles that breaks space-time, like the diagonalizer? Who made a supercomputer that scanned the infinite multiverse with the speed of a hypermind, like the dimension calculator? Hell, the guy made an interstellar radio out of sticks and stones in a matter of days, and even built an ultimate nullifier. It's like he was made for this.
The Green Door waits for no Hulk, including Banner. Even if Ultima's catastrophe destroyed the universe, the door could deposit Banner in a different universe and he could continue the fight.
He had all the time in the infinite multiverse.
There was only one way this could end, and only one person who could make it so.
Even among gods and monsters, man was the ultimate weapon.
The winner is Bruce Banner.
Next
Ooh.
time on Death Battle.
All right.
Wow.
Okay, Ruby Rose.
Subscribe and join as a member to
Ruby versus Maka.
Oh, that's gonna be a fun matchup.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be interesting for sure.
Well, there goes my $50.
Ah,
Oh,
$50.
yeah, he betted 50 on Godzilla. Honestly, I think that's one thing we forgot was we were so busy focused on the Hulk, we forgot about Banner.
yeah.
Well, I said Banner. I definitely thought Banner had some tricks up his sleeves, and he did. Every time he kept dying, he just kept refactoring the equation over and over in a constant loop, like Groundhog's Day.
Yeah.
That he was able to then figure it out, because while Hulk is fighting, he's in the mind space of Hulk, which in the mind, like especially in your subconscious, you can think a lot faster and have 10 years of thought done in a moment of fights. And like you said, they could pop into another universe and just keep fighting until they figured out a solution.
Yeah. Well, in the Lionheart, I think what was implied there, I think it was that Banner made his own version as like a Infinity Gauntlet type design.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what they're implying there. I mean, I could be wrong. BZIL, I guess, yeah, it was just that never-ending loop because neither of those characters could really die.
Yeah, we also forgot about he can break through the in-between space. So it's like, even without a weapon, Hulk has broken through doors of reality before and shook the fabric of reality with a punch.
Yeah. And like that feed with those chains or whatever, something that Galactus had trouble with, you know, who is like the de facto final boss for the Marvel Universe.
Also, I can't remember his name, but Eternity, who's the embodiment of the universe, is way powerful than Galactus. He's like the third powerfulest cosmic entity or celestial, and he can't even break out. Hulk just snapped it in seconds. So that tells you something. Yeah, his cosmic feats that other cosmic beings couldn't do was also part of the factor.
Where did he get the
Yeah.
material? Well, I mean, there were still structures and cars lying around, so.
Yeah. So
So-
it's not surprising. So it's not surprising that he probably could have just done some searching around, found what he did, and just built something from there.
Yeah, like the galactic radio he made on that planet where there wasn't a lot of technology. He did it with a box of scraps in a cave.
Yeah, they said Banner was the fourth smartest person, just behind Stark, Doomsday, or Doctor Doom, and Reed Richards.
I think Reed is on top, maybe.
Yeah, Reed is the scientist supreme, I think.
Yeah.
Wait, no, that's Hank Pym.
No, I think it's Reed Richards.
No, because when they did Ant-Man versus the Atom, they said Hank Pym was the scientist supreme.
Okay.
Fair.
Godzilla could have
Why is
just
he not in
driven
the top
car-
4?
Yeah. Godzilla could have just driven car to the one below all, problem solved. Well, again, trying to understand that science about how the entity couldn't reach the dimension of the below all. I don't really understand that concept, but I mean, overall though, this was a really good fight, and the animation I thought was very well done. The music, it wasn't. It felt like, oh yeah, this is a monster fight. This wasn't that high impact action music you hear when it comes to like superhero fights.
Yeah, complete fair.
For some reason,
Nerds.
I kind of sympathize with the fictional civilians.
True.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did get the full brunt of it from all of this, so.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta feel bad for the Chopper reporters. They were just there. They were like, Godzilla's growing and chomp.
Pretty much.
It's like, well,
I
you
feel
got the scoop of a lifetime, lady.
Other than the helicopter, I feel like Hulk, if this is the most recent Hulk and Banner have gotten to a point where they mutually understand each other, and Hulk does make sure civilians are out of the way. So he would have probably drawn the fight to some place or made sure the fight didn't have as many casualties as possible. Did you see any people in the buildings? Not really.
They survived longer than they should have. Well, they had a cameraman in there. Cameraman's plot armor. I mean, that's the universal rule. The cameraman's got plot armor until the plot says they have no longer plot armor.
True. Exactly.
Oh yeah, this will count as Hulk's first win in Death Battle series.
I gotta watch the other rewatch the other Hulk battles, because that is unfortunate. But maybe back then they didn't have as much developed for Hulk as they do now.
Probably.
Yeah. Well, guys, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you give it?
Zeph, go first.
Surprise factor, a 10. I was like, okay. I was like, okay, actually not surprise factor. I would say it's a good battle. Probably. I would give it a 10. It was a pretty good matchup, and it was a surprise though how it was won by Banner's intelligence. So it's like it was good. I would say definitely good. I should have not abandoned Team Hulk, but I came back anyway.
Yeah.
Lionheart. -1. Wow.
Wow.
I'll pray for you, buddy. I can tell you're hurt by the outcome. Oh my gosh. I'll pray for you, buddy.
I know the feeling, Lionheart. There's been battles like they should have won, as the other person did. I get that.
Yeah. But guys, remember, these death battles, they're just for fun. Don't get too upset. It's fictional.
Yeah. Just like how we shouldn't be thinking too much about Godzilla and being the real world because he's
Ad
not
break.
a actual monster and all that.
There's an ad break, so we'll wait for.
Oh, fair enough.
And then we'll go with Zerg, his rating, when we get back.
Yeah, once you're back from the ads and all that.
30 seconds.
But yeah, speaking of which, that's typically why I typically don't really think about real world stuff in fiction in general, because yeah, sure, it's fun to think about for some. And I won't take that away out of humility and that. But at the same time it's kind of just like it's just something to watch for fun. Shouldn't be thinking too hard about it.
Okay, we're back.
We're back.
Hey, welcome back, viewers.
We're back. Okay, but so to recap, Saf, it was a 7 out of 10 for you?
I said 10
Oh, you
because
said
it was
10.
a surprise ending.
Surprise factor, okay. Zerg.
My rating, I would probably say 10 out of 10 as well. It is a really good fight, and I thought it made sense with what happened and whatnot. Like what we were discussing, if the Hulk were to win, it would be because of Bruce's intelligence. So that's currently where I stand. 10 out of 10. It was a really good fight. I look forward to see what else they with Godzilla.
Yeah, that surprise factor, Banner. He's like, again, usually Banner's just kind of in the background. No one really thinks of that because, Hulk's right there front and center.
Yeah,
just bashing everything. But when the tubies, like you saw it earlier when Banner was trying to still step in and help, Hulk's like, no. But then towards the end when they were like, okay, we need to figure something out, then those Hulk's like, all right, I'm just going to keep fighting this guy until you figure something out.
Yeah.
And they just kept going through that loop until Banner's like, okay, I'm starting to understand, I'm starting to get it, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think always shows the Banner's mental fortitude to keep going through that type of cycle over and over and over.
Yeah.
But yeah,
so years of training.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it. Yeah, I'm gonna give it. A 10 out of 10 myself. But I mean, it's still a month away. But Ruby versus Maka, I know Ruby, but who do you say just off the bat, top of your head, who do you think is gonna win that one?
Maka, maybe they have more tricks in that anime than Ruby does, but I would be Team Ruby because I've watched the show and I like Ruby.
Okay.
I've seen a bit of Ruby, but not the entire thing. I have watched the Soul Eater anime Maka's from, if I remember the anime right.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
Okay. Thank you, Zaf. So I know more about. While it has been years, I think I know about Maka than I do Ruby at the moment. My vote would probably be on Maka, but at the moment I'm not entirely sure. But if I had to choose one or the other, I'd say Maka.
Okay. Alright, but Cyclass, a very good question. Godzilla versus Jesus. Oh man. The answer is obvious. It's Godzilla.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Jesus wins. Jesus for the W.
Yeah.
All that Jesus would just walk up to Godzilla, just put his hand on one of his toe claws, and just be like, "It's okay," and then Godzilla will just turn into a puppy.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And it's like, oh hey, Godzilla, the quote unquote sacred beast? Yeah, go take him out.
Yeah, true.
Something I was thinking of earlier when you said Big G, it's like, oh yeah, there'll be a death battle at the end of the universe. Big G versus Satan.
There will.
True.
Yeah.
That'll be the final death battle.
pretty much.
All right. Well, that being said, let's see. Is there anyone live that we can probably raid into? Let's see, freight trains. Ooh, steampunk. I don't think I've ever raided steampunk before.
Yeah, steampunk's cool.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever raided steampunk, so I guess we'll do that. I guess we'll raid steampunk.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, wait. Heron's trying to do a donathon. Maybe we should raid into him.
Heron Club Dog?
Yeah, Heron Club Dog.
Yeah, that looks like it. All right, and chat, raid message.
Raid
Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow Legend.
All right, there you guys go. And chat, we will be back Thursday. I'll just be doing some video editing and just chilling and chatting because I finally got my DaVinci Resolve back up and running, but I had to start everything over from scratch. So yeah. All right. Well, all right, chat again. I'll see you guys Thursday. And thank you everyone who tuned in tonight for this death battle. We'll see you again next month for Ruby. And yeah. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
Raid.
Raid.